So I knew I was graduating from college a semester early, and I knew I wanted to do some traveling with the new free time that I was going to have. So I was looking all over Google, trying to find like a travel trip with some organization. There were a lot of really interesting things out there, but nothing was quite clicking with me yet. So I thought about volunteering. I thought that might be a good way to start my travel adventure. And then I wanted to narrow it down to deaf volunteering because that's so personal to me, because I'm deaf myself. And so I Googled deaf volunteering and volunteers showed up. So I clicked on the Nepal trip and read the itinerary and completely fell in love with what they had to offer. There was a great balance between volunteering at this local deaf school and exploring the country, and I was just like, sign me up. Over the last 2 weeks, we've been volunteering at this local deaf school. We've been renovating the dining hall. Before, the walls were disgusting and they were dirty. The paint was chipping. Everything was falling apart. So we gave it a brand new paint job, and now it looks fantastic. The kids love it. And it might not seem like a lot to us, but it meant everything to them. The look on their faces was just incredible. They were so happy. And after volunteering, we did a lot of exploring the country. We went on a 3-day trek up in the mountains, and we got to watch a beautiful Himalayan sunrise at the end of our trip, which was amazing. It was completely surreal and unforgettable. And we've been eating out at a lot of local restaurants, like actual local Nepali restaurants, not touristy restaurants. And that has been really cool because you can get an authentic Nepali experience here. And I've been doing a lot of bonding with the other volunteers. A lot of the times we played Uno after we finished eating at the restaurant, and it was so fun. I mean, we've become a little family, and I'm really sad to leave. I would say that the one takeaway from this trip that I've really learned is how privileged I am. I mean, volunteering at this local school and seeing how little resources they have access to has been really eye-opening, and has made me so grateful to grow up in the community in the country where I'm from, because I literally have immediate access to everything and anything. And these kids don't have much, but they're so happy, and they're always excited to learn, and they're very curious, and they want to get to know you, the volunteers. So I've learned that, you really have to be grateful for where you come from, and when you come to this community, it's just a really enriching experience, and I wish I could stay longer and help them, and I hope to come back in the future sometime. So volunteers has been incredibly supportive of me on this trip. I mean, when I first emailed Richard about being interested in the trip, he emailed me right away and gave me a ton of information. And from that point on, we had a lot of Skype calls to go over the trip itinerary, what I'm going to be doing, what the trip is like, what to expect. And during my time in Nepal, I felt completely 100% safe in this country. They've organized some incredible trips, from volunteering to visiting the monkey temple in Kathmandu to doing a 3-day trek in the mountains where we got to see a beautiful Himalayan sunrise. They have just been incredible, and I hope to do another trip with them in the future. Absolutely, come join us!